everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Griffin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. They've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They hand this one to Gronk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Biletnikoff. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. From Biletnikoff. 43 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he fields it cleanly. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 71-yard punt return as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off 1st quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this in a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. They'll begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Griffin. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And here's Trenton Gill now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded right around his own 43. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, it's done, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On the ground, it's Ford. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And there he goes again. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Griffin. Right side caught by Jackson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is RG3. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. From Biletnikoff, 47 yards. And the Steelers extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Griffin to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Griffin. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball.
Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Now, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
This is Phillips yet again.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry for Harris. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot for RG3. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken at the 49. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior